Hello everybody, I'm back. Today I'm going to start showing you some of the stitches that I use over and over and over. Well, I use the stem stitch and the running stitch and the straight stitch, every one of those, every time I pick up my needle. But in embroidery, my favorite stitches are the lazy daisy and the French knot. And generally speaking, when you make a lazy daisy, you put a French knot in the center of it. So I'm going to start with the French knot. But I just posted a video that shows you some of my own embroidery, my embroidery. Let me see if I can get this to. What I want you to see is that. Well, that's the bullion stitch. Lot of straight stitches, a lot of, let me see if I can find one here. That's a lot of lazy daisy stitches, a lot of straight stitches, the stem stitch. This one particularly has a lot of French knots. That's a lazy daisy with a French knot inside it. So it's like if you only learn, the first word you learned was and, well then you're probably going to use the word and over and over again in your talking and your writing, because that word is very familiar with you, and you understand what to do with that word. And the same thing's true with embroidery. Once you understand, those are lazy daisy inside a lazy daisy and a series of French knots. So let me just go on with this and show you how to do the French knot. Okay, I still have my needle threaded. I'm gonna go over here. There are 4 strands of thread here, so I'm gonna go right here. And okay, I may not be following I may not be putting this in the right according to, okay, there are a couple of ways to do it. The way that I like to do it is to pick up just a tiny hair of fabric. Okay, go down and up. Pick up a tiny hair. Well, I'm easier said than done, isn't it? Okay, all right, now then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap around my needle twice. I'm going to hold the tail of my thread with the other hand, keeping it taut, and then pull my needle up through that, and then pull my needle right back through the hole, right back through the center. And you think, well, how's that going to hold? Well, it does, because you have essentially created. In fact, you could knot every row of stitches with a French knot, because it's a knot. Another way to make this French knot